Welcome everyone. In this video, I will review the E4 weak spots, stats with configuration, and armor profile at the end of the video. But first, let's get started with the weak spots of the tank. In the lower plate here, this is a very critical weak spot for the E4 because if you pan here, you can ammo-wreck the tank. So this lower plate is very sensible. Let's go on to the left side of the tank. In the turret, we have here the gunner below the rangefinder, and here we have the loader at the back, which means we have ammo-wreck compartment here at this section. In the hull midsection below the turret we have ammo compartment here and a bit ammo compartment here at the front. At the back of the hull we have fuel tank storage here and we have the engine. Let's go now to the rear side of the tank. In the back of the turret we have the commander here in the cupola. In the hull we have the more fuel tank storage here with the engine and the engine bay here. Let's go now to the right side of the tank. In the turret we have here the driver, which is really interesting position. As you can see here he has the viewports, and the driver in this tank is not in the lower plate or upper plate or anywhere in the front. It's in the turret actually, and we have the loader here again, which means we should have ammo compartment here at this at the back of the rear side of the turret. In the hull, same configuration goes. In the midsection, here we have ammo compartment, and here in the front also ammo compartment. At the back, fuel tank storage here with the engine here. So let's go now and check the stats of this tank. First, with the gun, we have here 155mm caliber gun, huge caliber gun with 750 alpha damage and 1100 HP. As the penetration goes, we have 229, 295 AP penetration, 375 APCR, and 90 HE. So, as the crews, we have here 5 crew member: commander, gunner, driver, loader, and loader. So we have one loader here and one loader here. Driver, commander, gunner. So all the crews are in the turret. So let's go back to the stats of this tank. Base DPM, we have 2407, not the best DPM of this tank, which means we have 750 alpha damage, which can high roll up to 938, but the reload is 18.7 seconds, so the reload is actually long for 750 alpha damage. The dispersion value 0.35, average stat, not that bad. The aim time is a bit long, 2.78 seconds. The gun depression of this tank is 6 and elevation 12. So not the bad, not the worst gun depression after all. The tank has got 2000 HP. Armor we will check at the end of the video, but this tank got some armor frontally only. This tank weighs in 64 tons with 875 horsepower. This means will reach the 35 km per hour average speed all the time, and backwards is only 10 km per hour. So the backward speed of this tank is a bit bad, only 10. But yeah, you have to pull back. You can pull back your tank as fast as you would like after you shoot. So this is a bit trouble. The concealment, this tank has got a heavy tank concealment, and let's say a better than the heavy tank, but yeah, it's not the greatest camo value. It's not a TD camo value after all. The view range 390, could be 400, but it's only 390. So yeah, let's go now and configure this tank. So as the field modification goes, this at max level, and this to maintain the tank speed, average speed, which is 35 km per hour. This, if I select this to have better view ranges, as you can see, it will give us significant amount of view range, but for the camo, it barely does anything, only +1, so this does not worth, but this view range is actually worth, and this to have a better DPM. But we will have -2% of the HP, but that doesn't matter because still we have 2000 with the max field modification, because this increases our HP, so you can have this. And yeah, in this case now we have 2481 DPM, a bit to boost of DPM. So let's select now all the good crew skills what we can have here for the E4, the camo paint and the extra food. So the first slot is firepower, which means in this slot I will select this for better stabilization and better turret and hull movement turning. In the second slot, we can have scouting or survivability for the ventilation. And in the third slot, I would use, you can have this enhanced gun lane drive or a gun rammer, but this tank is not about DPM, is about to have the better accuracy or even better mobility, because only 35 kilometers per hour is just not enough. But with a turbocharger, now we have 39 kilometers per hour, and with this field modification, the tank will go with 39 kilometers per hour. So really good deal here with the turbocharger. So the AP shell has got 295 millimeters of penetration, really high penetration value. Shell speed is 870, average, not bad, but not as fast as an APCR shell. The Gold Emission has got 375 millimeters of penetration, outstanding penetration. Shell speed 1088 is still not fast as the 1150, but definitely is faster than the AP shell. And cost 5200, really expensive, but will deal 750 alpha damage. The HE shell has got 90 millimeters of penetration, actually good penetration value here with 1375 max high grow, and the shell speed is 870 as the AP shells, so average speed, and this is not as fast as an APCR, like 1150, 1200. So yes, but really good ammunition type here we got. Let's go now and check the stat of this tank. DPM, yeah, 2700, not the greatest DPM, but actually accurate gun 0.32. Good stat here. Aim time is a bit long, 2.5 sec, but yeah, the reload of this 16.5 sec for 750 of damage actually is acceptable to have something like this, but yeah, not the greatest DPM, but we have good stabilization here, as you can see, and the speed is now 39 km per hour forward and 12 backwards. You have to pull backwards after you shot with this tank. Camo value 356. This is not even an entry level TD camo value. It's just better than a heavy tank camo, but yeah, this don't count on these camo values, really not good. The view range is 460 meters, so really good view range. Let's go now and check the armor of this tank. So in the lower plate, this tank has got around 170, 180, 220, let's say max level. Upper plate, actually it's tricky, above 300 and even auto ricochet. But here comes the bad side of this tank. Uh, Next to the gun mantlet here is only 240, so easy penetration with AP ammunition, and even the gun mantlet can be penetrated with 254 millimeters of penetration. So tier 8 tank with APCR or gold ammunition can pen this here. The gun mantlet above the gun here and to the left side, but not below the neck, because this is not a weak spot. The cupola obviously 180, 230 max level, 235. Let's switch to visual here to see better. So gun mantlet here, easy pen here, and to the left and to the right, easy penetration here, but not below here. Close to the next to the gun mantlet, left side here and right side can be penetrated. The cupola 231 max level. So yeah, tier 8 tanks with golden mission can easily pen this tank gun mantlet. The lower plate, upper plate actually tricky because it's rounded. So let's go on to the left side of the tank. Here in the turret, in the gun mantlet actually 152. Here is weak. In the turret 161, cupola 78. So you have to be careful against HE shells. In the hull 85, 47 here, and at the back at the engine 76. So from the side really weak, and from the rear also 38, 38, 153, 84, 84, 166 here on the other side of the turret here. Let's switch to visual. So this is really weak, and yeah, really. So don't side scrape in this tank whatsoever, because will not you can side scrape in this tank, and the back of the engine bay will be visible, and they will pan you, and yeah, this tank is not good for side scraping in any shape or any form. So yes, the conclusion about the E4 tank is this tank is an average tank with 2700 DPM. It's average, not the greatest, but not the worst. The gun accuracy is close to be accurate, but the aim time is long. 2.5 sec is a long aim time. but we have good 750 alpha damage for a 16.5 sec reload. So its average stats so far: HP average, the speed, the 12 kilometers per hour. Backward speed is actually bad. Forward speed 39 with a turbocharger. So average speed here. The camo value is average. It's not even an entry level TD camo value, so you will be get spotted a lot of times. The view range is 460, good view range. So this tank is an average tank, not outstanding, but the APCR is really good with 375 units of penetration and 750 alpha damage with 6 degree of gun oppression and with acceptable mobility, acceptable gun. This is just an average tank with a really good APCR, high penetration value. And about the armor of this tank, it's average. It can be penetrated here with the 254 millimeters of armor penetration here, and cupola 221 here, 240 here, lower plate 220, 25, upper plate bouncy. So yes, no good inside scraping. You can side scraping this tank. It's an average tank. It's a hybrid between a heavy tank and a medium tank. So yes, but the APCR penetration value with 375 mm penetration and 750 alpha damage can be really good. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.